Now I want to introduce you to something that I call the parking attendant problem. This is a way of kind of helping you figure out how you can actually pursue your dreams, pursue your goals while you still have a job. Some people have the intestinal fortitude to be able to just jump out and risk it all. I'm a little bit more conservative with my risk. I like to mitigate my risk a little bit. I like to risk. I do a lot of risky things, but I like to calculate that risk as intelligently as possible. So what I mean by that is if you're working a day job and you're trying to figure out how to pursue a passion that you have to figure out how to maximize the time throughout the day to try to work a little bit each day on that. I often say to people, you work your day job from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., but you create history from 5 p.m. to 9 a.m. There's 24 hours in a day. You got kids to pick up from school. You have stuff that you have to do at home. You have chores you got to get done. You have challenges you have to meet. You got to go take care of your mother or your father or whoever it is. All of these things, all of these life things that get in the way. But what I also see are people just wasting time. Just wasting time. Like, how many of you are at your job and you spend a lot of time on Facebook? Be honest. For those of you that aren't in a corporation or in a business where they're tracking your online efforts, you're probably on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube a lot. You're wasting time. This is why I call it the parking attendant problem, because I feel like parking attendants, those folks that actually park cars or sit there at open car garages and just basically take your money when you go in or when you come out, and then they have all this downtime. I think they would be the best web designers in the world. Like, why aren't they building websites in between taking somebody's $10 bill and giving them change? Like, they're just sitting there. They're listening to music. They might be reading a book. Some may be studying, which is great. But all I'm trying to get you to think through is there's a lot of time being wasted throughout the day. You have to be smarter about how you're using your time to be able to grow your business on the side while you still have a day job. You have responsibilities with your day job that you have to commit to. You have to get done. But I know a lot of people that can do in 8 hours. They can do an 8-hour workday in 5.5 hours when they are completely focused. And they get everything and more done than somebody that's just letting the time pass by to get to 8 hours. I mean, if you get the lunch break, what are you doing on the lunch break? Just sitting there having a good time, chumming up with coworkers? Or are you actually trying to use that hour or that half an hour to actually execute on your dream, on your plan, on your goals, on your vision? I mean, I know people that are working inside day jobs that are going on their lunch break every day trying to write more and more towards their book. Like they're writing a book, ironically enough, about how to get out of Cubicle City. And that's probably giving her a lot of motivation to write that book by being at work. But you have to free up that time is what I'm getting at. Free up your time. Start really looking at your day and what you do throughout that day, and I guarantee you'll find some room that you could be focusing on your dream. The only other tip I have for you is if you can afford to do it, outsource, outsource, outsource. That means don't start cutting the lawn anymore. That means get someone else to do your laundry. That means get Peapod to deliver your groceries, or pay someone in the family $25 to go do a grocery run for you, to do your cleaners or your errands, whatever those things are. Think of ways that you can get those time-consuming tasks off your plate so that you can free up the time to work on your dream. All right, my next video is going to be tips on how you can actually monetize your passion. Hope these are helping you out, and let me know in the comments what you think.